Hey, what's up guys? The new set for TCG Pocket, Shining Revelry, comes out this Thursday. It's got about 110 new cards, including 30 of those being alternate arts. So we're adding about 70 to 80 new cards in the game. Today we're going to cover each and every one and talk about which decks they can fit in, what new decks you can make, and where we want to put these decks into the meta. A lot of them might be unplayable, a lot of them might be very playable, so let's go. Without further ado, let's get it started. Starting off with Weedle. So Weedle is going to build into the new Giratina EX. And we got 50 HP. It's pretty standard for all the grass type starters. Like Caterpie is like that. I think the Combi that has the Call for Family is like that as well. And this one has a similar one. It's called Multiply. It lets you put one random Weedle from your deck onto your bench. So you can only run 2 of every card, right? The title. So you can only run 2 Weedles. You're not going to be able to like run multiple different Weedles. You can run 2 copies of this one. This is the same as the what's it called? That one coughing that also has Multiply on it. So this is gonna help you find another Beedrill. I mean, I don't think you ever want to put this, to be honest, like play it. You really want to have something else in your active because this thing gets sniped by the Carnivine with RCS Link, by the Skarmory with the Pokemon tool. Just a lot of things could take care of this. So hopefully this thing is right in the bench for you. It's got a fire weakness and a 1-toss retreat. Goes into Kakuna, so 80 HP, and this is a bit more useful in the active. You can flip a coin, and then if it's heads, your opponent's active is now paralyzed. So this has the effect of the Dedenne or the Pinsertion, but for only 1 energy, plus 20 damage. So flip a head for paralyzed, that's going to be pretty good. I mean, they can use the new, what's it called, the new Nurse Joy supporter to cleanse that, but this is going to help you if you get really unfortunate with a Kakuna stuck in your active. And do note that it is a 2 retreat cost as well, while Weedle is only 1, so that's a bit rough. You know, I wouldn't expect that, but it is what it is. Hopefully you just have Weedle right on your bench. Joe, thanks for liking the live. There are about like 70 or 80 actual new cards, and then like 30 different arts. Or like 30 duplicates, you know, rainbow rares, stuff like that. The only additions are 4 supporters, and then the rest are like all Pokemon straight up. No items, no tools. Get into our first EX. This is Giratina EX. It's a stage 2 with 170 HP. It has the 2 cost grass attack, Crushing Spear. This deals 80 damage and discards random energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. So this is basically going to give every Pokemon you fight the Yanmega EX effect, where it has to discard 1 energy. So you're going to be they're going to be replenishing their active Pokemon with the turn energy. So this can be really impactful against some Pokemon and totally useless against others. Stuff like Rampardos, right? You're just going to be putting down 1 energy again. But things that already discard 1 for its own or 2 for its own attacks, like Mewtwo, Charizard, and Yanmega EX itself, this could be actually pretty impactful against. The problem is it's a stage 2, so you're gonna have to put all that effort through to get that effect. This is gonna mess with like the new Charizard EX as well with the Stoke. Overall, they didn't add any like evolution cards that we hoped they would. No like rare candy, no ultra balls. They did add like Iono, but you know, I don't think it's gonna be very good, to be honest. It is grass, it is 170 HP. 170 HP for a 2 cost, but it's only 80 damage. You know, you could run like the new red with this for 100 per hit, but it just doesn't seem very impactful. Definitely not enough for a stage 2. Alright, Pinsir. So this is like our 3rd Pinsir or something. 90 HP basic, which is pretty high. It has a 3 cost Guillotine Rush. Deals 50 damage. And then every time you flip a heads, you flip a coin until you get tails, it deals 40 more damage for each heads. So another one of your gambling cards, like the Continuous Steps Eevee, the Licky Licky, so many examples of that, right? You're gonna do an average of, what, 50 to 90 on 50% chance? So like somewhere around like 70, 75 damage on average. For 3 energy, it's okay. I mean, 90 health is pretty good, but I think there are a lot more better grass walls you can run. Would you run this in a meta deck? No, probably not, but it's cool. 2 retreat. Would you run this in like even like a no EX deck? Probably not as well. There's no real way to generate energy onto grass for grass Pokemon. It is double colorless, you know, if you want to run like grass plus metal Dialga, but probably not. All right. I think thanks to the money gun. I don't know what that means, but Leafeon is in the other set. Oh yeah, Leafeon can generate. You're right, but would you run this with Leafeon? I don't think so. Like if you're bothering to run Leafeon, you might as well just run another EX because that's already 2 points off Leafeon. But you're right, I did forget about that. That's a true. Okay, so this card is combined with Sprigatito, so let's go back a little bit. Sprigatito is 60 HP, so not 50 like Weedle was. But you got a 1-cost Cry for Help. Put 1 grass Pokemon from your deck into your hand. So Call for Family, I believe, puts a random basic on your bench. This one can be any grass. It's the same as Caterpie has the same ability. And that was pretty nice, but 60 HP, a little more survivability. You can't get one-shot by the Skarmory or the Carnivine anymore. That feels a lot better than the Weedle. Weakness to fire and a 1 retreat. This effect is pretty good. I mean, if you get stuck with a Sprigatito, or even using it is fine. You have Erica to heal away. Plenty of tools to heal back up to 60 there. It's going to evolve into Florigato, a 90 HP with a 2-cost attack slash. Deals 40 damage. Just whatever, honestly. Solid. Weakness to fire and a 1 retreat. Still, unlike the Kakuna. Here you go, Masquerada. 140 HP stage 2. And this has Fighting Claws, which is a 2-cost attack. It deals 60 damage, and then if your opponent's active is an EX Pokemon, it deals another 70, up to 130. So this is the similar effect as the old Tauros from Mythical Island. That deals bonus damage. But yeah, 130 damage. Really good. Good start. If you combine it with Giovanni or Red, you're one-shotting Arceus. Combine with Red, you're one-shotting Dialga, stuff like that. It is a stage 2 though, so good luck building it up. How insane would this be as a backup for Venusaur or Lucario? I mean, yeah, definitely. There are a lot of stage 2s as well though that you can play with. Grass types like I like Butterfree as well. 1-point card too? Yeah, for sure. So is the Tauros. The EX Killers. So is the Sudowoodo, I guess, is the most recent example. But yeah, it's got a weakness to fire and a 1-cost retreat. Will it see play? I think people will definitely try it. 140 health. 2 energy. You know, Grass puts on like a pretty high emphasis on scaling. Like Venusaur EX has 4 energy and heals itself. Leafeon, Celebi have scaling. I feel like if you're playing Leafeon, you might as well just play Leafeon plus Celebi or Leafeon Venusaur without this. And then just fill out the rest of your deck with supporters, but it's definitely a solid card. I mean, people will try it for sure. I don't think it'd be better than the Celebi or Venusaur though in your backline. If you don't have those, then yeah, go for it. Meta predictions? I honestly have no idea. I think it's gonna stay the same, to be honest, mostly. Right now, like maybe Clodsire, maybe Wugtrio as well, but I think for the rest, I think it's gonna stay about the same. You know, nothing. Tired of Arceus? Yeah, nothing I saw was like, damn, this is gonna beat Arceus, or damn, this is gonna beat 18 Trainer and Rampardos. I just hope it's not gonna be 18 Trainer, but it probably will be, considering they just added like 4 new supporters. We can all use. No Meowscarada shiny. I believe so. Shinies. Yeah, I don't think so. You're out of luck. My apologies. There's a Pachirisu shiny. I see a Pachirisu, a Riolu, Weedle, Kakuna, and then all of the EXs are like Beedrill and Mewtwo. Charizard, Pikachu. Tinkaton has a cool. Tinkaton has a really cool rainbow rare. We'll get to, but no shiny, unfortunately. They haven't added too many shiny cards this set. Maybe they'll in the future. All right, let's continue on. Fire cards. Charmander, 60 HP, 20 damage combustion. So this is pretty big for Charizard players. You don't have to play around the freaking Ember anymore that discards their own energy. This is just going to be like way better, way easier for you. I mean, the hope is you're not stuck on Charmander in your active anyway. You have a Moltres, but this is going to be so much more useful than getting stuck having to discard energy. So yeah, I call that Charizard buff. 20 damage, 60 HP, weakness to water, 1 retreat, everything else is the same, but yeah, 20 damage. Pretty nice. No more having to discard your freaking energy. Charmeleon, 90 HP, 2 energy combustion, 40 damage. You know, I don't like how they have the same freaking move, but I guess I'm in Pokemon a lot. 40 damage for 2 energy. It's the same as the Meowscarada earlier, right? The stage 1. Solid, 2 retreat, 1 water weakness. Yeah, set comes out tonight in about, let's do math, 9 hours? 8.5 hours. 1 AM Central Time, yeah. About 8.5. New rarity? I think it's between, is it between 2 and 3 stars or 3 and crown? I think it's between 2 and 3, but I'm not sure. Shiny, can't believe they did shiny Wiglet. I know, right? I think everything on like the side here in the image is all the shiniest for the set. The old Charmeleon is, oh yeah, it's 3 energy for 60. This is 2 energy for 40. I mean, if you get lucky with what's it called? If you get lucky with Moltres, then you like this one more, but more often you're just gonna be building under Charmeleon. Also, this is much better for the Snoke one. If you don't play Moltres, then you're not gonna have access to the 3 energy attack very often. Shiny's not the greatest, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, I'm lost. Let's get back here. But yeah, 40 damage for 2 instead of 60 for 3. It's going to be an upgrade if you use this Charizard. So this Charizard EX is new, 180 HP, and it has 2 attacks. The first one is Stoke. For 1 fire energy, you can take 3 energy and attach it to this Pokemon. So generates 3 energy. And then your second attack is Steam Artillery for 5 full energy. It deals 150 damage, so you can pump out 150 damage every turn once you build up the Steam Artillery. That's going to happen after 1 Stoke plus turn energy. So turn 1, if you have this on your bench, you can play it. Turn 1 Stoke with the turn energy, then you're going to be at 4. Next turn, you're at 5, you can start using Steam Artillery, dealing 150 damage every turn. Whereas the other Charizard EX, if you don't have any extra energy from the Moltres, you deal 200. And then next turn, you attach your energy because you're back down to 2. You attach up to 3. You slash for 60. And then next turn, you do 200 again. So that's 130 damage average, but then that's also going to be able to one-shot Pokemon that this one can't. You know, hey Red, what's up? Thanks for stopping by the stream. 150 damage per turn is really solid. Takes care of Dialga with Cape because of the fire weakness. Takes care of Arceus. But this is pretty susceptible to the new the freaking supporter they just added, the Team Rocket thing. So is this better than the old one? It really depends on your playstyle for one, and your luck with Moltres EX. I think this one is pretty fun. New supporters, I covered them in my last short. I'm gonna get to them at the end of this stream. I started like 15 minutes ago. You haven't missed much. But they're on my latest short. There's 4 new supporters. They got Red. They got Red himself. They got Team Rocket Grunt, which is Reverse Misty. They have Nurse Joy, who heals for 30 and cleanses special conditions. And they got Iona, who does a mulligan for you. 3 retreat costs and a weakness to water. Is this going to be a Like top of the meta? No, I don't think so. Bro. Fudge off. Is it gonna be top of the meta? Probably not. But is it gonna be playable? Yeah, for sure. For sure playable. The best EX? Like new or out like from this pack? From this pack, I think my bets are on Lucario and what's it called? Lucario and Clodsire are my bets. In general, it's probably still Arceus, to be honest. That thing is too good. Too many enablers for Arceus. Like all the other EXs are like they're cool. I think they land in like B tier though, compared to when you gotta beat like Arceus, Rampardos, Palkia. They have too much support around them. Need Pokemon are mid? Yeah, I agree. I agree. But we'll see. People be kicking for sure. Yeah, overall, I mean, I want to try this for sure, but I want to try this Charizard, but I think you'd rather run the old one just for the option to do the one shot for 200. And also, like, if you're lucky, you have a much better high roll than this deck does, right? With the Moltres. These supporters are good, yeah, for sure. I agree. Magmar gets another Prince, 70 HP, 20 damage, Flare. And remember, you can add 30 to this with Blaine because Magmar is on that card, along with Ninetales and Rapidash. So 50 damage on 1 energy with Blaine. Water, weakness to 20 in 1 retreat. Save Hourglasses for next set. Yeah, the next set was leaked. You know, we didn't expect this one to come out. I didn't expect it either because there was a leak that said the next one would be in April. But I believe the next set is supposed to be huge. Or at least like Space-Time Smackdown size. On retreat, evolves into Magmortar, 120 HP, 3 energy, Smoke Bomb, dealing 70 damage. And then, if the defending Pokemon tries to attack, your opponent flips a coin. If tails, it cancels the attack. So a bunch of Pokemon got this in the last set. 70 damage, stall for 3 energy on a stage 2, or a stage 1. Solid. I mean, meta-wise, I don't think you'd run this over any other fire. I think Keytran is your super good wall that you like. No EX deck, maybe, but if you're like playing like a theme, otherwise, I don't think this card is good enough. 3 energy retreat and a weakness to water as well. I mean, 120 HP is pretty low. But sure is annoying, yeah. 70 damage as well for 3. It's okay. I feel like you'd rather just run Heatran Arceus though. Haldean Taurus. Okay, 110 HP for a basic, very high. Blaze Tackle, 80 damage and deals 10 damage to itself for 3 energy. This is pretty good, actually. This is pretty good. Weakness to water and 2 retreat. Hello, Merlin. Welcome to the stream. 3 energy for 80. And that's solid for 110. It's just 1 pack? Yeah, just 1 pack. Same as the last set. But I think the next set will be 2 or 3, which should be cool. Only gotta wait a month for that. 110 HP, 10 damage to itself, 80 damage. Not bad, but again, I think you run Heatran over this. Alright, on to water. Tentacool, 70 HP. Rain Splash, 1 energy, 10 damage. Yeah, it's kind of whatever. Let's see what Tentacool does. 100 HP, 40 damage, water. 1 water. I mean, not much to say about this, honestly. Cool. There's another Tentacool, right? Dokukurage. So his Poison Tentacles deals 50 for 2 and poisons the enemy. Yeah, I mean, cool, I guess. Not much to write home about with this one. Generic 1 energy, 40. Weasel, 70 HP. Water Gun. 1 energy, 10 damage. 1 retreat, electric weakness. This evolves into Floatzel. So Floatzel is 90 HP, stage 1, and it has Water Arrow. This attack deals 30 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon, so this isn't like Hitmonlee where it's only the bench. You can choose whether that's you can hit the active or the benched. You can hit whatever you want. It's like the Azelf, or whatever it's called. Yeah, I think it's Azelf that does that. 1 energy, 30 damage, on a stage 1 site. Solid Cyrus setup, but nothing to write home about as well. 1 retreat. Alright, here we go. We got Wiglet. 60 HP with the 1 cost move, Spring Out. One of your opponent's Pokemon is chosen at random, deal 30 damage to it. So 1 energy, 30, like Hitmonlee, but it's random. If they only have 1 Pokemon, congrats, you hit that Pokemon every time. You can now hit the active, because with Hitmonlee, if they only have 1 Pokemon, then you can't hit anything because there's nothing on the bench. So you're wasting probably an X speed to swap out. Coming out tonight, yep. Coming out in about like 8 hours and a half. 1 a.m. Central Time. But yeah, this is pretty good, honestly. 1 energy 30, and it's water. Pretty good, pretty good. Masquerade and Golden Go would be the best non-EX mons. Yeah, I also agree with that. Based on what I saw. The Golden Go is a new Celebi EX. It's pretty funny. I don't think they're gonna be very like incredibly impactful though. I mean, Masquerade is 130 damage is pretty nice, but on a 1 life. But what's up, Geek Master? Thanks for coming by. All right, this guy evolves into Wugtrio EX, 140 HP with the 3 cost attack Pop Out throughout. One of your opponent's Pokemon is chosen at random 3 times. For each time the Pokemon was chosen, deal 50 damage to it. So this is a stage 1 Dragonite for only 3 energy, and it's all water. You don't have to run. You don't have to deal with the BS of running dual energies, waiting for your electric, waiting for your water. And it's only 3 instead of 4, and it's a stage 1. I honestly think this is the best new EX from the set, along with Clodsire, because this is 150 damage on 3 energy, right? And yeah, it's random. You don't get to choose, but that's pretty good for 3 energy. And you can use this every turn, right? With Palkia, you're dealing 150 plus 20 to the bench, but that's you discard 3 energy for that, and it's on 4 breakpoint. And this is only a stage 1. So it's not that big of an ask to hit the stage 1, you know. Compared to Starmie EX, which is 90 for 2 on a stage 1, which is also really good. Don't get me wrong. But I think this is a good card. I definitely see myself running this. Is it gonna be meta? I think so. I mean, I think this would be like A tier at least. Is it gonna break the meta? Probably not. Probably not. You know, RCS decks are incentivized to run like a crap ton of units because they want to fill the bench for their, what's it called? And also for the RCS Ultimate Force. And also there are not very many like squishy targets in that deck, right? You got Dialgas, you got RCSs, you got Mews. Maybe if you're running like the Shamans, then Wugtrio can snipe one out for a point, which is actually super, super good because everything else is worth 2. So if you get lucky, you can snipe out one of those Shamans with this attack. But the question is, can this be modified by Red and Giovanni? So I think it can, but only against the active. So if you Wugtrio EX and you Red, right? You hit an Arceus in the active, you hit an Arceus... Bro, shut up. You hit an Arceus in the active, and then you hit an Arceus and a Dialga on the bench. So that's 50 on each of them. But then the red, since it says if you deal damage to an active, I think they'll take 70 instead of 50. You know, if you hit it 3 times, they're not going to take, what, 150 times plus 20 times 3. They're only going to take 20 extra, but as long as it does hit the active, then they will take that bonus from Red or Giovanni. Yeah, 3 energy, weakness to electric, and again, 1 retreat. So, not like Starmie EX. Starmie EX having 0 retreat is so broken. It's so crazy. And remember, this is water type, so we get Misty, we get Misty, and we get what's it called? Oh, it didn't work like that? Okay, that's my bad then. Then I assume it'll stay the same. I got it confused with Marowak, which does work like that, but only if you hit Only if you don't hit 0. Starmie EX is in the... It's in Charizard, right? Charizard Genetic Apex. Okay, so scratch that. I mean, I believe you. It probably won't work then. Honestly, it probably shouldn't. What pack is... oh, sorry. Thoughts on the rank that's been coming to the game? I think it's awesome. We'll have to see what the rewards are if people are incentivized, but I'll be grinding that. I think it's a good call. I mean, it is a very luck-based game, so... Yeah, don't... You really can't take the rank system too seriously, but... It's fun. Gives you more of an incentive to play, like, in the app. Whereas, like, people run really cool weekend tournaments. So... We'll rank speed, it'll be like a lot of the other... It'll be like the ranking systems in a lot of other games. There's like a Chinese data leak, but honestly, I just wait till tomorrow to see it. I don't really have the official thing pulled up yet. Yeah, top 100 gets a special rank badge. Yeah, I think it's top 100 off that that leak. Oh, we'll see tomorrow. We'll see tomorrow. And we'll see if there's like... I was trying to look through like the Chinese data leak, dust off my Mandarin, but I wasn't finding too much stuff as to like the rewards for it. Team Rocket, no, yeah, that releasing that Team Rocket grunt card and ranked in the same day is pretty pretty evil. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty funny. All right. Oh, let's take a move on. Revelry EX, very good card. Dondozo, 120 HP on a basic. What? 4 energy Ocean Cyclone, 2 and 2, 2 water, 2 colorless, 80 damage, and deals 10 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Cool Water Wall, 3 energy retreat, and a 20 weakness. 120 on the basic that costs 1 life. Really good. But like nowadays your Water Wall is literally just your Pocket EX. So you have what's it called? You have Arita, you have Misty to play around, so I don't know why you wouldn't bother running a wall in a water deck when you can just heal it away on your main. But yeah, maybe before like Pocket and Articuno existed, so literally the start of the game you'd run this. Will there be a limit on how many rank games each day? I don't know, but I really doubt it. Unless like the rewards are like super good, which they probably won't be. I mean that would help like people who are employed, like, but I don't think they'll do that. This card's getting 0 uses. Yeah, a lot of the set is getting 0 uses. Let's be real. It is what it is. You got big numbers. It's cool. Tatsugiri. So 70 HP. There we go. Your active Dondozo has no retreat cost, so it goes from 3 to 0 for your wall there, and a 1 energy rain splash, 20 damage. Yeah, also useless, but cool synergy. Dondozo is here, 120 HP wall, 80 damage. It has the this is the Articuno EX Blizzard, but for 4 instead of 3. But I mean, you just play Articuno EX. Yeah, it's solid for sure for a no EX. But I think there are better no EX decks and cards. But yeah, cool combo here, cool theme. Anything super good in this deck? I think Lucario EX and Clodsire EX are the takeaways, and then also, what's it called? The supporters as well. Dondozo Manaphy Pocket, yeah, you could do it. I think I still think the Pocket Origin form would be better though, but you give it a shot for sure. If you don't have the Origin Pocket as well. All right, we got a new Pikachu EX. I'm surprised this is here already. This is the first electric card. 120 HP, same as the old one, and it has a 3-cost Thunderbolt. It deals 150 damage, but makes you discard all energy from this Pokemon. So it's the same as the Infernape EX attack, where you have to discard all fires. This one you gotta discard everything, and it's 3 energy instead of 2. This is the same effect as the old Raichu from Genetic Apex. That one dealt 140, and also required you to evolve it. But that one also had access to Lieutenant Surge. You could move energy from Magneton onto Raichu with Surge. This one you can't because it's not on the name of Surge, but you can move it on with like Dawn. The thing with this and the difference between that and Infernape though is Infernape only needed 2, so you could use Turn Energy plus Dawn Energy to attack twice in a row. This one you gotta have a buffer of 1 energy in between. So this card, I mean, 150 is the same as the new Charizard. So that goes to show like that's a lot of damage, right? 3 energy, but you're discarding everything. You're losing a lot of tempo, but I mean 150 is pretty good. Also costs 1 retreat, yeah. Same as the old Pikachu as well. And weakness to fighting. I think it's okay. I think it's alright. But yeah, exactly. Having to retreat it is pretty rough for this one. I think if you didn't have to retreat it, it'd be a little better, but I still think you'd run the old Pikachu. And honestly, I like Pachirisu more than both. Tiny all HP, true. I think you'd rather just run Pachirisu. I mean, 150 is cool. But no access to Surge, no access from Surge. How the mighty have fallen, yeah. Yeah, I think the old Pikachu is a little better. Consistent 90. No, I will say one caveat to this, and I'm gonna pull it up real quick. Is the new Pachirisu? Actually, I'll show the shiny one. Why not? This is a new when it pops up. This is a new Pachirisu Basic, 70 HP. It has the attack Plasma for 1 energy. You can take an extra electric from Energy Zone and attach it to one of your benched electric. So this is like Walmart. This is like worse Manaphy. You can only do it to 1 Pokemon. Now, if they just reprinted Manaphy onto Pachirisu, I think you'd be cooking there. Like, you might actually consider running the new Pikachu, but since it's only 1, it's kind of whatever. So basically, you convert your turn energy into another energy onto your Pikachu in the back. Deals 10 damage, and then you have to X speed, and then you can Dawn on an energy from the what's it called? You can Dawn on the energy from Pachirisu onto the new Pikachu, and then use your turn energy next turn. You're at 3, and then you can use Thunderbolt. Set comes out in about 8 hours and 15 minutes. Could we go with Cyrus? Could we go with Electivire? Yeah, I see both for sure. But there are a lot of cards that have like the splash damage, where it's like you get to deal damage to this card and then like 30 to the back, like Lucario, that are good with Cyrus as well. Electivire, yeah, with the discarded thing, the Volkner as well. They didn't know, yeah, no, we were surprised too. Leaks showed it was only supposed to be next month, but yeah, here we are. They always release the trailers like three days before. Alright, let's go back. Let's continue. Patch new Risu. Yeah, true. Voltorb, 70 HP, 10 wow. 10 damage lightning ball. Okay. Sure. I'm sorry. Biriri Dama. Like why bother printing this? Yeah. This is our 3rd Voltorb, apparently. I did not know there were 3 Voltorbs, but the other one is 20 damage, tackle, 60 HP. And for 1 energy. Cool art? Yeah, I agree. But like why and this? You get 10 more HP out of it, I guess. And this one is 30 damage, deals 10 to itself. I feel like you run this one if you run any of those. Although you're gonna die to like Carnivine, but who cares, honestly. New cards are all class? Oh yeah, for sure. I agree. Even the EXs, unfortunately. Well, I guess you don't have to spend your money. I guess that helps. Electrode, 90 HP. Humbling attack. 2 energy, 50 plus, flip a coin. If it's heads, it deals 30 more damage up to 80. So 50 or 80, average of 65. Right? 65? Math? How to do math? Maru Mine. The old one, let's see. Genetic Ape. Gene Ape. First one, yeah, so 70 damage with no flip. This one deals an average of 65, so... But it does have 10 more HP. The new one has 10 more HP than the old one. The old one is 70 damage for 2. And then remember that both can get Lieutenant Surged. But yeah, I think you just take the higher average damage. Unless you know you're going to flip heads every turn. Which some people do. And, oh, you're right, yeah. Retreat cost of 1. I mean, that's rough. That is rough for sure. I don't know why they bother adding, like, a retreat cost. I mean, we all know these cards are getting played anyway. Retreat cost of 1 and weakness fighting. The old one had no retreat cost, so just taking the old one. There was one from last set as well. This one has 1 energy for 50, but it also has a 1 retreat. Like, I don't understand why. Yeah, it is what it is. Reprints. As for new players, yeah, that's true. Yeah, this might help you clear those missions. Yeah, 70 no retreat. I agree. I agree with you guys totally. All right, Palmy, 60 HP electric. It has a 20 damage punch for 1 electric, a 1 retreat, and weakness 2 fighting. I mean, cool. 60 HP. It's gonna evolve into. Let's pull it up here. Oh wait, I think I can just go. I think I have to go here. Stage 1 is Palmo, 90 HP and a 2 cost punch, dealing 40 damage. So in line with like basically every other stage 1. Weakness to fighting and still keeps the 1 retreat cost, which is nice. And then let's go to Palmot. 140 HP. It has the ability Counterattack. If this Pokemon is in the active spawn is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, deal 20 damage to the active Pokemon. So it's a stage 2 Druddigon, I guess, which is interesting. And then it has 2 energy electric punch for 70. I mean, yeah, it's nice. 140 for a stage 2, but just gets outclassed by a lot of no EXs, I feel like. Well, definitely by EXs. No EXs, maybe not, but I mean, electric doesn't have much support. You know, you can play this with like Magneton in an OEX. That sounds like pretty annoying to play against. Rocky Helmet, yeah, right. It's just a Druddigon, an electric type Druddigon, but you have to evolve twice. So, I mean, the other evolutions are kind of tanky if you're gonna survive to this, but then I feel like you're just gonna lose too much tempo and die off. Stage 2 wall is rough. Yeah, I agree. Druddigon has a mixed energy issue. Yeah, but like this is a stage 2. Like it's gonna take forever. 70 dam on 2 energy is nice. Also, no retreat. Druddigon has a 2 retreat cost. Weakness to fighting as well. Druddigon has no weakness there. Like 140 HP is nice, but like you really don't want a wall as a stage 2. So I think it's a pass. Cool idea though. They come out. Yeah, for y'all asking, it's gonna come out in 8 hours and 10 minutes from now. So 1 AM Central Time. Well, actually, we're gonna get the worst gimmicks. Yeah, kinda true. You know, I thought the Rotom from. I thought the Rotom from last set would get more play. The one that deals 50 if it's if they have a tool, but is what it is. Thank you, Mr. Streamer. Thank you, Mr. Cow. Let's go. All right. The crown? What's the crown? My Lego all hair or what? Oh, the crown rare. The crown rare is a Pokeball. It's a golden Pokeball. No golden Giratina, but there is an immersive Giratina, which looks pretty cool. All right, let's go back. So what's after electric? It is Psychic's turn. We got a new Abra. This one is 60 HP, has the 20 damage side shot for 1 energy. The other one has teleport on it. I feel like you'd rather have the teleport one in almost every case. Weakness to dark and a 1 retreat. They cooked with making the Pokeball like gold? Yeah, I agree. Hopefully research gets one. The prof. But I imagine like whatever the next set is, they'll make like 2 or 3 golds for those legendaries. Would y'all rather have Gen 2 or Gen 3 first? Gen 2 is like Lucario and then dogs. Gen 3 is like Kyogre, Groudon, Rayquaza. I mean, I think it's not even close for popularity. I love Soul Silver. It's my favorite game, but popularity-wise, I think 3 kind of blows it out of the water. I mean, imagine like immersive Rayquaza. Oh man, come on. Groudon, Primal, whatever. I didn't play those games, but I have them Pokemon Go this day. You like this Abra better than the first, really? I like the. I mean, if you're going to play Alakazam, I played it for a little bit just for fun when I was the only set out. I was playing like Mew plus something else. I was just poking with Mew because Mew had a 1 retreat. I mean, I just think I like the option of having teleport. Oh, I played with like Sigilif as well. Yeah, teleport into Sigilif. That's so slow. Like at that point, you already lost the game. But yeah. Kadabra, 80 HP. Spy Shot, 30 damage for 1 energy on a stage 1. It really depends on what the new Alakazam does, because the old one took what? Was it 3 or 2 energy? This card is in Japanese is called Younger. What? The old Kadabra was 3 energy and the old Alakazam was 3. This one is 1. Let's see what Alakazam. Okay, so it's 2. That makes sense. So 130 HP Alakazam stage 2. Psychic Suppression for 2 energy deals 80 damage and deals 20 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon that has any energy attached. So you got a mini Dimensional Storm, but only if they have energy. This is solid, but like this hits Dialga a lot of the times, but not really. By the time you get your stage 2 out, you know, I don't think this is gonna be too relevant. 80 HP is not enough to like press for Cyrus. I think you'd rather play the old one. Good against Manaphy decks only, yeah, pretty much. Manaphy and Dialga. Dark, Weakness, and a 1 retreat. Yeah, I think you're playing the old one if you want to play Alakazam. Also, this one doesn't have a sick full art like that one does. I think it's solid. But like, even in like a no EX meta, I don't think you run this either. It's alright. Oh boy, Mr. Mime. The Toucher. 90 HP, 2 energy juggling. Juggling those balls, yes. Flip 4 coins. This attack does 20 damage for each heads. 2 energy, 1 psychic, 1 colorless. Average of 40 damage up to 80. Yeah, 90 HP for 40 damage on a 2 energy is not terrible. I would just run like Sigilif though, as if I wanted like a basic. Weakness to Dark and a 1 retreat. Would I run this? No. I think you run Sigilif. There's also Giratina. Giratina is a good wall. Like, Giratina is a really solid card. Is it meta? No. Or, I'm talking about like the old Giratina, by the way. The one that has the Levitate from Space Time Smackdown. It's a solid card. I think it's much better than this as a wall. Drifloon, they keep printing these balloons, man. I don't know. 60 HP, 1 energy ram for 20. Weakness to Dark. 1 retreat, just your generic, whatever. Drifloon, 90 HP, 40 damage on 1. Not bad, but like, why? You know, why everyone this? 0 retreat, there you go. It's gonna float away back to your bench, but I think this card is gonna float away into your collection and never be put into a deck. GG's. Here we go, Giratina EX. 150 HP, It has the ability Broken Space Bellow. Once during your turn, you can take a psychic energy from your energy zone and attach to this Pokemon, but if you use the ability, your turn instantly ends. So you're not going to be able to combine this with an attack. You can attach your turn energy, play whatever supporters you need to do, and then use the ability to generate an extra psychic onto this guy. But you're not going to be able to use your attack, whether it's Giratina's attack or another psychic Pokemon. You're going to end your turn right there. So this makes it a little weird. Basically, if you're playing this and you're active, right? Since your attack is 4 energy, and I'll just cover it right now. Chaotic Impact deals 130 damage, but deals 20 to itself for 4 energy. That's expensive, man. That's expensive. But basically, you can turn energy on turn 1, and then Broken Space Bellow for 2. And then, next turn, turn energy, Bellow again. And then the third turn you can attack. And then attach your turn energy to something else. Or if you get hit by like the new Team Rocket Grunt for only 1, then hey, there you go. You're on the same energy curve, right? You can mess with the energy curve with stuff like Dawn, with Gardevoir as well, but like by the time you get a Gardevoir on this thing, like I feel like you'd just rather run Mewtwo, no? Has the same HP, has 150 damage to 130, and once you get that Mewtwo ramp off with Gardevoir, like I feel like you'd much rather have Mewtwo. You know, that deals 150, it doesn't deal 20 to itself. It is a little more susceptible to, what's it called? The Team Rocket Grunt, but like every card that has more than 1 energy is, right? The art is really sick, but the card itself, I don't think it's going to be meta. Like, B tier, solid B tier. Yeah, exactly. I'd rather run Mewtwo. And then like, every other card in the game, I'd rather run Arceus. It is what it is. It really doesn't help that Arceus is colorless. Yeah, 3 Psychic, 1 Chaotic. Or 1 colorless, but... Yeah, it's weird. Maybe if they made it 3 energy and a little less damage, it'd be cooler, but... I just wish they did Bro better. It's one of the coolest Pokemon. Maybe there'll be a shiny Giratina set. Who knows? But yeah, 4 energy, 130 damage. 20 to itself. 20 to itself makes you susceptible to a one-shot from Arceus EX Ultimate Force with full bench. I mean, you don't need a full bench for this one, but it's going to deal 20 to itself. So, you can heal away that 20 from the new, from a potion, from a cape, from the new Nurse Joy card, but it's too slow. It's too slow. I'm hoping this set takes Arceus on meta, yeah. I mean, I did too, but I think, unfortunately, we're gonna have to wait another month. The next set will be huge. And it'll probably take everything out of the meta, honestly. But I feel like no new card is better than Arceus. Yeah, it's okay. Like, you just ride the bench, and you can use, like, a wall. You can even use the old Giratina as a wall. But, like, I feel like you just run Mewtwo EX instead. If you want to play around Psychic. New set, yeah, 2 AM EST, as that person said. It's in 8 hours from now, exactly. Giratina Druddigon, yeah. That works, but at that point, like, anything else scaling, right? Things that interact with the bench, like, I'd rather run like a Greninja deck with Darkrai. 130 is cool, but I mean, if you draw 2 Giratina EXs every turn, or every battle, then that's solid, but I feel like I'd rather run Darkrai and Greninja if I want to play like something that sits behind a wall. 2 Retreat also kind of sucks, but it's standard with all these basic EXs. Weakness to Dark as well. Gonna get wrecked by Weavile, Darkrai. Unfortunate. Animal Crash again? Yeah, every time. Even like Mythical Island crashed. Space Time Smackdown was down for like an hour, dude. It's crazy. It shouldn't be too bad this time, but I feel like this set is a lot less hyped. It didn't get leaked, which is cool, but you know, people only found out it was even happening like 5 days ago, so 3 days ago. Like people in here didn't even know it was happening. True? Yeah, that's true. Gimme Ghoul, 60 HP basic. has Chestoflage. Flip a coin if heads during your opponent's next turn. Prevent all damage from and effects of attacks done to this Pokemon. This is a stall. Weakness 20 dark and a retreat. Does this evolve into a golden ghoul? Golden go? So we're gonna see that later. I'll come back to this one. What about Giratina 18 trainer? Yeah, I can see that. But it deals 20 to itself. Like, that always hurts. Like, you could play it, but you don't have access to a Rita. Like, I feel like it's strictly worse. Palkia, strictly worse. What's it called? I mean, once you get the ramp up, you know, you don't lose the ramp anymore. That's good. And you're gonna win games for sure, but I think you'd rather run the waters because you can just win with Misty. Rank dropping with a new set? I think it's supposed to, yeah. It I mean, it's already in the client if you update it today. I don't know if it's gonna be like exactly tomorrow or this weekend, but I'm excited. I'll be playing. I'll be streaming. Opinion on the Giratina Immersive? I think it's cool. I've seen some very mixed opinions on it. I like it. 18 trainer decks since the first set? Really? You haven't been playing in tournaments then. They're flooded with them. I really hope ranked isn't gonna be like super boring. Everyone's playing 18 trainer. I don't want to play it either. It's so boring. Like, there is some like nuance, but so boring. You like the animation but not the actual card? Yeah, I see that for sure. This and Giratina? I just flip heads every turn. I think you're out on a different wall than this. And you have to expend energy on it. I mean, to your point though, you know, you don't need that energy if you don't get affected by like a Team Rocket though, because you have an extra energy lying around to use your Giratina attack on curve. So yeah, you could definitely run this as your wall. How will ranked be? Like the decks being played, I think people are just gonna play their Arceus decks, like their Triumphant Light decks. I mean, no one's gonna have access to new stuff, but even once they do, I don't think it's gonna be that good. I think it's gonna be the same meta. Drops in 8 hours from now. 1 a.m. Central Time. Golden Go gonna be crazy? Yeah, we'll cover it in the metal section. Giratina. Deckrex? Yeah, for sure. Especially when I'm playing. For sure. Right now I'm just running through all the cards though. For sure. Alright, my shop. Thanks for the follow, appreciate you. 60 HP fighting. 20 energy. 1 energy low kick. Solid. Weakness is psychic. And this card is called a Wan Rinky. In the Japanese. It's a reprint. Wait, what? Hold up. What? Oh, wait, guys. Look at this one. And then look at the old one. Okay, so this one's 10 more HP, but it's 2 retreat. The other one is a 1 retreat, but it's 60 HP. But everything else is the same. What do you run? Probably the 1 retreat one? I don't know. I guess. Having that, like, getting stuck on this is pretty bad. So I guess you'd run the one that has 10 less HP. I don't know. Depends on what you're running. Getting ranked, yeah. I think it's supposed to come out with a new set. 2 retreat is tough, yeah. Exactly, I agree. I think most times you're gonna run the new one. But yeah, cool. Cute little buff to Machamp EX. Favorite shiny in the set? I guess we're here, right? Oh, this way. I'm mirrored. This way. Charizard, of course, classic. Dude, the Beedrill looks so goofy. Lucario was cool too. I mean, everyone loves the Black Charizard, right? Everyone loves a little big black Charizard. I mean, ayo. Next card. Heck yeah. Yeah, I think you said that before what I said. Machoke, 100 HP, stage 1. 2 cost Pummel, 30 damage. If you flip heads, it deals 30 more for 60. Average of 45 for 2. Solid, you know. Skibidi is Sigma, no way. Welcome to the stream. Average of 45 damage. 30 or 60 goes up by 20 if you're running Lucario, or if you're beating up an Arceus EX. And let's compare it to the last Goriki. This one has 2 retreat. What? Inactivity during your current live. Guys, I have to solve a captcha. I got it. The old one had 2 energy for 50. This is average of 45, so it's lower, but if you just flip heads every turn. Just run the old one, man. Come on. I mean, I guess you have one-shot potential with this one, if you like gambling. 60 plus, like, yeah, why not? It really depends on all your edge cases and what cards you're running this with, but yeah, why not gamble a little bit? Aerodactyl EX is Machomp's #1 hater, yeah, right? You wanna, there's a lot of times since you have so many limited deck slots, you wanna just evolve it in the active. And Aerodactyl pieces that, and people forget about it. You know, I won a few games off that against like Charizards that got stuck in the active, and the new Charizard is gonna hate that because they're not gonna be playing the Moltres EX, I think. So Aerodactyl stocks are up. This evolves into a new Machamp. I gotta pull it up, but remember this can evolve into Machamp EX. Alright, Mr. Champ. Just Champ chilling. What about you? 150 HP, stage 2. 2 energy, not 3, 2. Power Press. 70 damage if it has at least 2 extra fighting energy. This attack deals 50 more damage, so up to 120. 150 HP, solid 2 retreat. Weakness to Psychic. Just run the... Honestly, the old non-EX Machamp was also like pretty decent, right? Kairiki. Yes, Kairiki. Oh, this is the promo. New Charizard EX. I think the old one's better, like slightly. I think like they're both about the same, but the fact that like you can just high roll super hard by flipping a ton of heads on Moltres makes the other one edge the other one out. Like also the 200 HP burst is really useful. I think more than the 150 constant. Because 200 one-shots everything in the game, right? 150 can't always one-shot things, and you really want that. Also, you have to stoke it, and you have to find a stage 2 and put in your active and play it for a turn, right? I think there's like a few too many conditions. Also, it's gonna get wrecked by what's it called? The Team Rocket. Gengar EX will always be as strong as the current trainers. Yeah, true. Gengar EX stocks are also up. There's so many supporters. The old Kairiki. He just dealt damage, right? 100 damage for 3? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, you have there's no fighting energy generation in the game, right? At all. And then, like, you're not really running a wall in fighting decks. You're trying to push as fast as possible, so... I mean, just run Machamp EX. No Haxorus? Yeah, that'd be sick. I wonder, because the next set, Gen 5 is super popular too. That could be it too. Yeah, 2 retreat, weakness to Psychic. I think is a kind of a whatever card. Alright. Machamp plus Lucario? Yeah, for sure. Running a no EX tournament as well. Could be nice. But in like meta-wise, I think they're just like Rampardos is clearing this kid. Hitmonlee, 80 HP. Kick, 30 damage. So this is a reprint of Hitmonchan with the jab for 30. But since you can only run 2 copies of each name, you can actually run 4 copies of 30 damage swing now. So, but then you can't run the bench kicker one. And I feel like the bench kicker one is more valuable than the old one. So yeah, I think you're just running the bench kicker one instead. Also, you have Sudowoodo as well, that to consider. So I don't think you're playing this at all, to be honest. 1 retreat, Psychic, 80 HP, same as Hitmonchan. New Hitmonchan, oh my goodness. Also, this art is crazy. 90 HP basic, 3 energy Magnum Punch for 90. 3 energy in a fighting deck is ridiculous. Cool. I don't think you're playing this card either. 20 weakness, 2 psychic, and a 1 retreat. Yeah, I don't think you're playing this either. Do you want to stack fighting energy? Play the new Lucario. Speaking of, Lucario EX, 150 HP, stage 1, evolving from Riolu. I guess there's no new Riolu for the set? Oh no, there is. There's a shiny one. Yeah. You know what? Let's pull that up right now. 70 HP Riolu, basic, 2 energy punch for 40. The old one is, it was 1 energy, right? Or was it 2? Oh! What? Oh wait, that was the right one. Shoot. This guy, no, I opened the same thing 3 times. Ever sees live day? Yeah, I'd stay in the binder. Oh, bro. Too many dang cards, man. Wait, the old one had it's a 1 energy, right? 1 energy for 20 damage, 60 HP. This one has 2 energy, punch. I mean, if you're stacking a Lucario or Riolu on their bench for Lucario, 48 HP is not bad. But let's get to the real meat, right? I mean, it's one retreat, 40 damage on fighting. Much better options, but let's see the real reason we're running this for Lucario EX. It is a 150 HP, stage 1. Little low, but you know, it's solid. You know, the other stage 1s that are new are 160 HP, so, and Lucario is like supposed to be a tanky Pokemon, and it's a 3. I mean, I'm surprised it's not 160, but 3 energy Aura Sphere deals 100 damage, and then the attack also deals 30 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon, so that's extra splash. They've been adding a lot of these cards that deal damage to the active, and then a little bit of splash to the bench, and you do get to choose which one it is, so it's like you get 100 damage for 3, plus you get a little Hitmonlee as a bonus. So you can only run 2 copies of Riolu, so you can't run like 4 Riolus plus 2 Lucarios plus 2 Lucario EX. You can do 2 Riolu, 2 Lucario, 2 Lucario EX if you want, but this gives you an out if you like dead draw and then you have to play around a Lucario, because like that's 2 energy for like 40, right? Not great. But this one is 3 energy for 100 plus 30 splash. 2 retreat, weakness, 2 psychic. Just Empoleon with 20. Yeah. Like I was saying, like they added a lot of these recently. 100 dam plus 30 to the bench. I don't think it's good enough to be meta. If you want to play fighting, just play Reparados, honestly. Stage 1. I mean, yeah, I feel like you want the fighting coach with a different Pokemon almost every time. Which kind of sucks that they use the slot, given that like most people will just run the other Lucario. Could you run Lucario EX with Greninja? Yeah, I don't see why not, for that extra poke. I feel like you'd rather run like other fightings though, or for Greninja you'd rather run like a better wall than Lucario EX. 150 HP is solid, but I mean, yeah, I see the idea for sure, right? You can just spend all the energy on Lucario, run fighting only, but I think there are better choices. New pack is coming out in 8 hours, a little less than 8 hours. I find it's funny how so many Pokemon that are considered glass cannons in the main game are bulky in Pocket, right? Yeah, that's true. What'd you run with? Nothing. I run with my binder. I don't know, honestly. I don't think you run this guy, to be honest. It's sad. I mean, Lucario's sick, the shiny is cool. You run it with like fighting toolkit, probably. Like, I think this guy has like the same slot as like Archon EX, which is also sick, but is also kind of trash. Ape has more HP than the gods themselves, yeah. Ever gonna add 30 card decks? Who knows? I mean, they've added all these supporters that people want to run now. Honestly, I hope they don't. I like it being 20 right now. Maybe if the game gets like continues to add more cards, then there'll be too many to keep track of. But I like the fast-paced games where you can expect like the same cards. Maybe different rule sets? Yeah, maybe there'll be like seasons like in Pokemon Go. But yeah, I think this card is unfortunately mid, guys. Kind of mid. FR. Why does it look like that? Bro, what is this rotisserie chicken Pokemon? They need to increase it. Yeah. I've been complaining about that since day one, because I literally have like I have to give out a deck slot for every video I make, but they did make it 20. If you update the app right now, it's 20 instead of 15. Claymation. Blender intern. 80 HP, like every other fighting basic. 2 energy, double kick. Flip 2 coins, deals 50 for each heads, average of 50. Boom. Yeah, no, you're not running this track. I want to run a deck of this and the new Wigglytuff. Perfect pair. Yo, Max, thanks for the follow. Yeah, no worries about that. We talked about it earlier. I think it's gonna be viable. It's gonna be a little worse than the other one. I think the old one is better because you have a chance to high roll with Moltres EX, whereas the new one, you're more susceptible to the new Team Rocket Grunt, which can flip off your tail. We can flip all your energy away. And 2, like if you just flip a bunch of heads with Moltres, you have a much better plan than with the old one. Where the new one, you're not going to be running the Moltres, right? You're just going to rely on Stoke to get you the energy. And the 3, I'd rather have the 200 damage nuke, because there are some Pokemon that 150 won't be able to one piece, whereas the 200 always can. You know, you're alternating between 200 and 60 every turn, whereas the other one is 150 every turn. So there is more DPS or damage per turn, right, in the other one. But with the numbers in the game right now, I don't think that's relevant. I'd rather have the option of being able to one-shot. Worst Pokemon in the game right now? Dude, you can, there's so many to keep track of, bro. I don't know, but in this set, there are plenty of contenders. There are a lot of cards that are just straight up worse than others. Like they literally reprint the same attack, but -10. Pinsir, the new one, or the old Pinsir they gave you in the tutorial. Not bad. It's okay. That thing can wreck the intro bots. But yeah, weakness to psychic, 1 retreat. How's Wigs? The Wigs. Alright. Goodbye, chicken breast. Hello, Ekans, 70 HP, 2 cost, ram for 30 damage. 1 dark, 1 colorless, and you can play this with the old Arbok that has the trap thing. Weakness to fighting, 1 retreat. Let's see what the new Arbok does. Oh my. Looks like Joey Wheeler from Yu-Gi-Oh! 110 HP, stage 1. 3 energy, Venomous Fang. I'm so venomous. 70 HP, and poisons the active. So another enabler for Clodsire, for Scolipede. I feel like he'd rather just run Wheezing. 3 energy investment as well. That's pretty high. Just run Wheezing and Koga instead if you want a different poison. Should be 2 energy? I agree. Totally agree. And then Ekans doesn't have access to poison either. If Ekans had access to poison, maybe, but 2 energy retreat and a weakness to fighting. Yeah, I think you'd rather play the other one, but just run Wheezing instead for the poison enabler. Here we go, Paldean Wooper. Speaking of poison enablers, this is 50 HP, so that is really low. That's gonna get one shot by Carnivine and Skarmory. You're in that danger zone there. Poison Jab deals 10 damage, but poisons the active Pokemon. 20 damage weakness to fighting, so you're gonna get one shot by Hitmonchan and the new Hitmonlee as well. And a 1 retreat, so watch out if you're against fightings, if you're against Carnivine, if you're against Skarmory. Be careful, run Cape. That's gonna help you. But then it evolves into Paldean Clodsire. 160 HP, EX Pokemon, 2 cost, Venoshock, deals 60 base damage, and then another 60 if the active is poisoned that you're attacking. So obvious combo, right? You're gonna evolve the Wooper into Clodsire after using its first attack. And boom, Venoshock. So I think this is a really solid card. I think this is like the second best EX. after Wug Trio. That's been added in the set, which kind of tells you about the rest of the cards, but I think it's really nice. It does have a 3 retreat, and a 20 weakness to fighting, but Scolipede, right? You used to run Weezing and Scolipede. This has the same max damage as Scolipede. They both add up to 120, but Scolipede is a 2 evolution. This one is a 1. 120 dam for 2 energy. Pretty good off that poison. I think you run this with Weezing. If you want to play this deck. You just run the Weezing Koga combo, and then you just Venom Shock in for 2 energy. Solid stuff on a stage 1. You don't have to work for the Scolipede anymore. You can evolve both Weezing and this in the same turn. Make that play. Boom, 120 damage, plus the 10 from Poison Tick, so 130. Yeah, solid stuff all around. The thing with the Wooper, right, is they can cleanse Poison by either 1, using the new supporter to heal it away, or Lumberry. But 2, the most common is if you retreat, it's going to clear out the Poison. So if you use the Weezing plus Koga or Leaf combo, then you can't do that anymore, right? Because that's all on your own turn, so. I think it's a solid card. Scolipede is better. I think this is better than Scolipede. Yes, Scolipede is not an EX, so, or Evolving Clears, yeah, that too. Scolipede isn't an EX, so you're losing 1 less life, but 160 HP on your Poison Killer, I think it's a good card. Scolipede EX would have been sick, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Scolipede is stage 2, you have to find that. Whereas Weezing is already a stage 1 as well, so like you can make this entire combo happen on your second turn. If you're 2. It does have a 3 retreat, but like, I mean, I think you're ending on this guy. Scolipede also does have a 2 retreat, 1 less retreat, yeah. Which makes like the like playing around another card after Scolipede pretty viable. But I think the idea with Clodsire, right, is that stage 1, you're looking to end the game pretty fast. 160 HP. And then also if they're not Poison, you have the base of 60. A little higher. Let's see. Universal Plug Pockets need to happen? Yeah, there's so many new sets now. Finding these cards, so a bunch of the sites will have them. I think Pokebeach is one. Pokebeach is one I used earlier, but Cerebi has them. That's a classic site. Pokemon Zone has them as well. I'm finding them off of Google Drive from Chico EV, but they'll all be out tonight in about 8 hours. Hello. I saw there's a Giratina EX. Is it true? Yes, it is true. I'll pull it up for you right now. Clodsire with Weezing and Skyform Shaman. There you go. Now you're cooking. Yeah, I see that. Weezing is 2, right? No, Weezing is 3. I see it, but you would need like a leaf or an X speed, because Weezing is 2 energy retreat or 3 energy retreat. Where's Mewtwo? Yeah, agreed. Exactly. You just run Koga instead of like I think your deck is just gonna be Koga plus or Coughing, Weezing, Wooper, Clodsire. That's it. Rest is supporters. Should they make it so you can attach energy first turn but not attack or use supporters? That's interesting. I mean, that would change a lot. You know, research is like slightly worse now. I'd be interested to try it, but I think what's happening now is okay. I just think you shouldn't be able to Misty first turn. I think that's PS. Everything else I think is fine. Maybe Sky Shaman, yeah. I can see it, but Weezing is a 3 cost retreat, guys. I don't know. It's a lot. Leaf solves that, right? But that's a lot. That's a lot. Alright, where were we? Another Spiritomb. 80 HP. Spiritomb. Mr. Tom has an 80 HP and a 1 cost Confuse Ray, dealing 20 damage. Flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active is now confused. This can be cleansed by the new Nurse Joy. Weakness to Grass and 1 retreat. This is nice. Solid Dark Wall, solid 1 energy annoyance. But I mean, you can use the other Spirit Tomb though for the Cyrus enable plus the Weavile enable. I think that's a little better. Ability Disrupt is crazy, yeah, for sure. But also they can just retreat it out. I mean, against like Dialga though, super good. Right, because they're not going to retreat their Dialga out until they get their turbo off. OG Spirit Tomb with Geo clears. And with Cyrus, yeah, I agree. I don't know about Geo. I don't know what you're cooking there. Both have a purpose, yeah. I think you'd rather run the other Spirit Tomb though. Personally, I run neither. Or I don't run the old Spirit Tomb and the Darkrai Weavile. I used to run Farfetch'd, but now I think people are running like just Darkrai Weavile and supporters, which I get. Nurse Joy with Arita, yes. Cape, Potion, Nurse Joy, Arita, Erica, Leafeon, Celebi. And you Wigglytuff, why not? Oh yeah, and Shaman. Don't forget Shamans. Okay, move please. Shroodle, 60 HP, 20 damage, Gnaw, 4-1 energy. What is this guy? What does that comment say? Is cute. Do I not read that on stream? 20 damage, Gnaw, fighting, 20, 1 retreat. Cool art, yeah, I agree. I don't know if it's a better professor in your opinion. Really? I think it's okay. It's like a free, it's like a supporter. It's like a, when you used to run Shatot in the first set. But I don't know if it's worth running 2 copies. I'd say you can run 1 for sure. Get the mulligan off and then know your opponent. But I don't know. It is a supporter. Because like really the only supporters you're using turn 1, right, are Research. And maybe I don't know if you're running it, and maybe Misty if you're running it, right? That comment is wild. I mean, I know what the last word means. Graffiti. I've never seen this Pokemon in my life. Graffiti. How long until? What is even? What do you mean by that, bro? The new pack is in 7 hours and 30 minutes. That's what you're talking about. You understand everything you said? What do you mean, bro? 90 HP, poison coating. Once per turn, flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's action is now poisoned. Oh my goodness! Oh god! Okay, here we go. We got another enabler for what's his face. Oh! Is that what you meant? Alright, bet. I'm a beast. 20 damage bite as well for 40, but yeah. Once during a turn, flip a coin, poison the opponents, enables Cloudsire, boom, hit him with the BS, 130 damage. They're talking fans. 20 weakness to fighting and 1 retreat. Poison him. No, yeah, true. Dude, I ran into this Hypno deck on Genetic Apex. Dude, it was crazy. I just realized it's called the Toxic Monkey Pokemon. Anyway. Yeah. Another enabler for Cloudsire. Do you run this over Weezing? I think Weezing Togeline with the ability to use Weezing as a wall is too good. But Cloudsire is tanky if you want to run this card instead as your poison enabler, but it'll flip a coin. New pack come out Friday. Comes out in 7.5 hours from now. So Thursday for Americans. Alright, Tinka Tink. Or as that guy in chat would call it. I'm not going there, yes. I'll get bad. Tinka Tink, 60 HP metal. I think you guessed what I was gonna say. 20 damage, corkscrew punch for 1 energy. Yippee. Weakness to fire and 1 retreat. Healing is new meta with how many healing cards got? Yeah, Nurse Joy, we haven't even seen today. Wigglytuff as well. I don't know if it's new meta, but it's definitely up there. Tinka Tough. 90 HP metal, stage 1. Tenacious D, 2 energy. 30 damage, flip a coin, and it deals 30 more. After 45, solid. You can use this with 1 turbo charge from Dialga. 2 energy retreat, and a 1 weakness to fire. It's okay. More Dialga bait. 45 damage average, 60 or 30. Here we go, Tinkaton EX, 170 HP for stage 2. Same HP as Infernape EX. It has the attack Terrific Thumping. 3 energy, 80 damage, plus 80. If you flip a coin, if you flip heads, it's 160. If you flip tails, it's only 80. So that's an average of 120. I had like, some of the comments say it was like a more expensive Marowak EX. It's close. But this one, you're guaranteed 80. An average of 120. With the Marowak, you're not guaranteed anything. If you flip 2 tails, you're getting 0. So it's an average of 80. Well, this is 120, but this is stage 2. This takes 3 energy. Metal type. Fire, weakness, and 2 retreat. There's another card you run with Dialga in the back. You can turbocharge. I feel like the play for this one is you charge something else and this in the back, and then swap in Tinkaton after Dialga falls. It's got a 2 retreat as well. You can just leave that out and then swing it for the end game. Slay. Zard gonna melt it. Right, the new Zard one shots for 170 damage. That is true. Terrific Thumping is crazy though. Bro, there's a new mission called like explode all over the place or something. It's crazy. Packs are out tonight in 7 hours and 30 minutes. It's a worse Executor EX. Dude, Executor EX is such a good card. That card is crazy good. I don't think it's similar to Executor EX, but it is definitely worse than Executor EX. Yeah, for sure. I agree with you on that for sure. But yeah, there's a really cool rainbow rare art on this, but I'll pull it up for you. Tinkaton enjoyers right now, but meta-wise, Arceus is too good. That's really what it's about. Oh, it's the same card. Boom. Dekanu-chan. Desu. Des. This is really cool. This is sick. I love this thing. The Terrific Thumping is going on. $170 HP. Yeah, it's alright. Alright. Let's get back to business, guys. How many packs are dropping? I think it's just one pack. Top 5 Rainbow? Yeah, I agree. The Infernape and the Garchomp are my favorites, probably. Oh, those are cool for sure. Yeah, for sure. Agreed. Sick cards. Alright, back to metal. Varoom. This one has a shiny as well. They're coming out, guys. They're coming out tonight in 7 hours and 30 minutes. They're official. It's a data mine, so these are like the actual cards because the data mine always comes out. It's always available a day before it goes live. Cheaper Hourglasses restock. It's every month, so the first of April. But I mean, once the new set comes out, there should be new what's it called coming out too. New missions for more Hourglasses. If you want to see the full card list, I'm running through it right now, but we're like almost done with it. If you want to see the full card list, it's up on my Discord. Link in bio if you want to see that. Alright, Varoom, 70 HP basic, 10 damage. Why? 10 damage for 1 energy. Very good, very good. This card is a shiny, by the way. This card is a shiny, just saying. 20, which is 2 fire and a 1 retreat. Oh my goodness. Revelry, 110 HP. You know, I played like 3 gym leaders out of 8 in Scarlet Violet, but I do remember this fight. with the Team Rocket or whatever it's called. Spinning Drift for you Spin Drift enjoyers. Sparkling Water drinkers. 70 HP, 3 energy, flip a coin. If heads, during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage from an effect of attacks done to this Pokemon. Another Staller for 3 energy, Revelry. This is like Metal, but it's only 4 instead of 3. Or it's only 3 instead of 4. Similar idea of stalling. 70 damage per turn, and then it's a 3 energy, so you can start attacking with this right off your Dialga after you use a charge. This is a pretty good card. I mean, if you flip heads every turn, you know, you're winning the game, I guess. Congrats. If you like those 50% chances. Bastardon is a stage 2 with the fossils. Very similar idea with that, right? But this can be better than Bastardon in a lot of cases as well. This is a good card. If you like running Dialga with not Arceus, you want to break from Arceus. There you go. Boom. Better than Arceus? Nope. Unfortunately. How do you get the new update early? So it's a data mine that comes out the day before. People data mine it off like the Android app, I think. But the update is going to come out, or the new pack is going to come out in 7 hours. So you're not going to have to wait too long. 6.5 hours, 6 and 20 minutes. 200 retreat and fire weakness. Golden Go! Alright, so before we talk about this guy, go back to Gimme Ghoul. Gimme love, gimme. 60 HP, and this one has the stall. So 1 colorless, so it's gonna be your metal energy, right? Flip a coin of heads during your opponent's next turn. Prevent all damage from and effects of attacks. We literally just saw it with the vacuum buff. This is gonna stall for what's it called? Gimme love. Golden Go, 120 HP. Metal, 3 energy base, remember that, and 2 colorless plus 1 metal, but it is Celebi's attack. So flip a coin for each metal energy attached to this Pokemon. This attack deals 50 damage for each heads. You can play this with Dialga and then stack a Golden Go in the back. 120 HP, 50 damage for every heads with metal. But it is a stage 1, but it only costs 1 life if you lose it, where Celebi's an EX, so it's 2. It only has 10 less energy, or 10 less HP than Celebi does. It has the same weakness to the fire, and 2 retreat costs as well. I think Celebi's only 1, right? Yeah, this is gonna be like a half a funny card with Dialga. Is it better than Arceus? No. I'm having doubts, guys. I don't know if anything's better than Arceus. Ever. Hopefully. Hey, thanks y'all for joining the stream. Golden Go and Dialga? Yeah, for sure. It'll be a combo. See, Arceus is just too good, man. I don't know. It's too good. You get up? You good? Is that it for metal? Yes, it is. I was gonna take a break, but I'm almost done. Rattata, 50 HP. Still Celebi? Yeah, basically. A few differences, you know. It's a stage 1. It's not an EX. That's about where the differences end. You can use Dialga for this one. You use Leafeon for Celebi. You can't use Erica for this guy, which kind of sucks. But you can use Adaman if you want to do that. Finding this info, you can find it on like sites like, I think Pokebeach is one. I think Pokemon Zone always has them. Most of the deck builder sites will have them by now. Rattata, 50 HP, colorless basic with a 10 energy, 10 damage, whatever, man. Weakness 2 fighting, 1 retreat cost. Eradicate, 2 energy tackle, 50, 90 HP, yeah, whatever. It doesn't do anything. Weakness to fighting, 1 retreat. Jigglypuff, here we go. 60 HP, 20 damage rollout for 1 energy. Weakness to fighting and 1 retreat. Yeah, it's kind of whatever. I wonder what the old Jigglypuff is. Yo, Ash Finster, thanks for stopping by the stream. We saw your card earlier. Let me pull it up real quick. We already covered your card earlier today. Is this one? You made it into the new set, man. Congrats. The old Jigglypuff of Purin. The one that evolves to Wigglytuff EX. This one is asleep. I think it's way better than the 20 damage. I think you just run this if you're running either. It's already not. It comes out in about 7 hours in a bit. But I just have I'm just looking through all the cards. But that this evolves into the new person. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Wigglytuff, 100 HP, stage 1. That's really low, guys. That's really low. Once during your turn, you can heal 20 damage from your active Pokemon. So Shaman is 10, Butterfree is 20 from everyone. This is only your active, but it's a stage 1, and it's 20, so free potion every turn, basically. 2 energy gentle slap, kind of whatever. Kind of wish it was a little better of an attack. Maybe even like 3, then you could run like a Dialga plus this with a stall. But is I. More stall decks for you there. More healing for your favorite heal deck. Just Butterfree, yeah. Butterfree also has access to grass and then heals 20 to everyone, so Butterfree is a little better. This has access to sleep though, off Jigglypuff, so that's a bit annoying, but that means you have to have Jigglypuff in your active, and there's only 100 HP, so you're getting one shot by like half the stuff in the game. It's not good, but what makes this card good is it's colorless. You can use it in every deck. Yep. The most beautiful thing about this card is this. The toucher. The true toucher. That's a strong card. That's a strong art. I feel very threatened to rate this card as a S+ tier. Double Tauros, Old and New, Ninetales, Blaine. Oh, you're cooking. You're cooking. Terrifying. Get it off my screen. Art is tough. Guys, there's some very, very different opinions. Are these real cards? This one doesn't look real, right? But yeah, these are real cards. They're coming out in 7 hours. Official data mine, so. You can find all of them in my Discord, link in bio. Pixar Wiggly was staring into my soul. Bro. Cute. New pack comes out in 7 hours. Yes, indeed, indeed. And Wigglytuff will be watching while you open them. Minecraft movie? Wait, you're right. New collab. Guys, why does the Minecraft movie look kind of lit? It looks like he knows something we don't. This guy saw me play Magnezone. He knows. Is gonna judge me forever for that one tournament I played Magnezone in. Ever since I was a kid, I yearned for the mines. Will Smith slap. Very gentle. This is hilarious. It's like this is so funny. Hell nah. Alright, let's move on. This is great. Licky Tongue. Speaking of touchers, 80 HP, basic, 30 damage rollout for 2. So low. 2 retreat, weakness to fighting. Beroringa. What was the old one? The old one is Tongue Slap. Oh, this guy's gotta chill. Tongue Slap, 2 retreat, 50 damage, 33 energy. 80 HP. I mean, it's better than the old one. 3 energy? Come on. Really? There's use cases. Freaky Pokemon. Licky Licky. So, non-EX, 70 HP rollout, 130. You can play this with Dialga if you want. Why would you? No one knows. 70 HP. 70 HP right off the rip with Dialga Turbocharge. Sorry, 70 damage, sorry. But at that point, you're playing with 2 lives only anyway because Dialga is an EX, so just play Arceus instead. Or even Pidgeot. Or Licky Licky EX. It's the same card, but better. Actually, no, Licky Licky is 4, so scratch that. Just play Arceus, bro. It's so much better. 3 retreat and fighting. Yeah, sorry. You're going to binder. By barrel. All right, let's look at Baidu first to contextualize a little bit. But like, my initial read on this card is it's mid. The new Bidoof is 70 HP, 30 damage headbutt for 2. I don't think you run this one. I think you run the old one. Boom. Ah, gosh darn it. Where is Bidoof EX? True. Where is he? Is this one? No. Where are you, Bippa? There you are. Super Fang. 2 energy. Of the opponent's remaining HP rounded down. So you combine this with the new Revelry EX. That's gonna 2-piece everything, but it is 2 energy to do that combo. I think you run this one over the other one, or the new one, every time. I mean, if you're against like low HP Pokemon, that sucks, but as it is. I think most of the time you'll just be running Dialga anyway. But this will come up. My eyes! Anyway, Revelry EX. Only a Florets you don't have? Yeah, this one's nice. Do you see there's like an image of someone who got a god pack of 5 Bidoofs? Bidoof. I was playing Mystery Dungeon the other day. You guys funny in there. Giratina gonna be amazing. The art is really nice. I'll say that much. Revelry EX, 160 HP, stage 1. Carefree Pest for 100 damage. It is 4 energy though, so you can't like 1-piece it off of Dialga. It has the same problem as Licky Licky. You're gonna need turn energy or like a Dawn plus retreat to use this on off the rip with Dialga. And that's only 100 damage. It does heal 30 from itself, so like it's 160. You get hit by Metallic Turbo, you got 130, then you get one shot by Ultimate Force from Arceus, right? But with that healing for 30, you can't get healed, you can't get hurt anymore or one shot anymore. It's just not good enough. I mean, you'd much rather do Licky Licky if you want to play a stage 1. If you want to play a stage 1 for energy with Dialga, because that thing can end games. But it's just too much setup. Also, weakness to fighting and 3 retreat. It's just not. I don't know. I wouldn't run this, to be honest. You run it for the memes because Bidoof. Yeah, Mega Clears. Yeah, exactly. I think you just want damage over stall for sure with those types of decks. Especially you're bothering like going through all the effort to play 2 energy on Dialga and then swap it out into a 4 energy. Like you don't want stall at that point. You want to end the game. Yeah, new set comes out in about 7 hours, and then I think it's gonna be 1 pack only. It's pretty small. Masquerade looks like an easy add to grass decks. Cool pull art. Let's see. I don't think it does, unfortunately, but let's see. Nah, we got Jigglypuff. Not mad about only 1 pack? Yeah, for sure. I agree. Definitely agree. Dude, I still need that Garchomp 2-star. I'm still chasing that. Okay, guys, I have like 40 images open. What is happening? I'll leave it on this for now. Harris Heller in the back? Oh, shoot. Yeah. We got Poppy Strike audio, so. Yep. Dude, you might be the only person to recognize that. Holy. Props to you. I'd rather the expansion. Oh, God. Only 1 pack? I still don't have any Inferno EX. Yeah. If you're looking for one, you can join my Discord. We got trades up there. Bunch of people looking to trade those around. I'm gonna make this my new wallpaper. Just every stream I do will open with this card. Pack is coming to the game in about 7 hours from now. Like 7 hours and 10 minutes. Alright, let's get back on track. Low punny. Very punny. 100 HP. 1 energy hopping shot for 30. Guys, this card is trash. What? This is some garbage. 1 retreat, 20 weakness, stage 1. 30 for 1. Honestly, this is some garbage. I don't know. Bro, why bother printing this crap? I don't know, man. Alright. That's all the Pokemon. It was so ugly. I don't like how it's looking at me. That's a wrap for all the Pokemon. I'm gonna jump to the that card is cheeks. Pure buns. Indeed. If you use it to stall, yeah, we're coping, guys. We're coping. Did I miss anything? Did I miss anything? Here we go. Set drops in about 7 hours. Cyclizar. I think this is like the most interesting random one. This is 80 HP, and it has a 1 cost damage or 1 cost attack over acceleration, 20 damage. During your next turn, this Pokemon's over acceleration deals 20 more damage. So this is like a Togekiss, but very much smaller. 20 damage up to 40. I think it stays at 40. I don't think it like adds on. It doesn't stay. So it's gonna go 20, 40, 40, 40, 40 energy. It's solid. I think it's interesting, but I mean, run if you like the aggro decks, run Carnivine, run Skarmory. This can go in every deck, but like I feel like I'd rather have setup to scale better. 40 damage standard for basic? That's high, man. That's high. Because Farfetch was 30. Anchor Farfetch? Yeah. Splashable. 1 retreat. Weakness to fighting though. Miraidon or Caridon? I thought there was, but I don't think so. Oh, and there's a shiny version of this. Any other cards? And then we'll get to the arts. I'll get going soon, actually. Alright, first supporter out of 4, new supporters, Iono. Each player shuffles their cards in their hand into their deck and draws that many cards. So this is like the old Chatot from Genetic Apex that you play in like Charizard decks to mulligan your cards. You shuffle your cards back and draw that many. It is a -1, but you're using this to like, if you have a crap hand or you're trying to find your evolution pieces, they're gonna help. You're only gonna run this in like evolution decks, I'm pretty sure. And I don't know, you already have Pokecom, so I wouldn't run 2. The thing is though, like the only supporters you're running on turn 1 are Research and this one, and maybe Misty if you're running Water, right? But I think it's okay. I think you run 1, Kabi. I don't think you run 2. If you like really want to get your stage 2 off for some reason, I mean, I'll run this to get footage for videos, but yeah, I think you'd rather run Pokecoms than other supporters. I think like item slots are so valuable nowadays with all this new stuff, even in this set. So yeah, it does annoy your opponent, but like they can draw their exact same hand. It's not like red card. Well, it is like, well, red card that can also happen, but Mars better, yeah, for sure. But you should not think about this like for annoying your opponent. Like that will almost never come up. Unless you're like stream sniping, which you don't do that, guys. Come on. But other than that, this is gonna be used to like mulligan your hand if you get bad draws to help find your evolutions faster. Yeah, I think you just run like Pokecom instead. All right, here we go. Pokemon Center Lady, supporter. Heal 30 damage from one of your Pokemon. It can be any, it can be your active. It also recovers from all special conditions. So that's going to be poison, sleep, confused, electrocute, whatever that's called, paralyzed, and burn. The biggest one is going to be poison because of the Clodsire EX. But you can also just retreat to clear any of those. So I think like the bigger part is just 30 damage generic heal on colorless. Or on any color, because Erica is 50 heal for grass, and then Irida is 40 for water energy. So, hey, if you like the heals from your grass decks or your water decks or your Leafeon that runs water energy, you got another card to play with. You probably won't. You'll probably play other more useful cards because you are spending a supporter like your turn for this. I think that's a bit overkill, but 30 flat healing if you like run the stall deck. Nice. But I think the other two supports are a bit more impactful. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be like as big of a deal as some people might think. This is going to be a big deal. Red, the trainer himself, is here. During this turn, attacks used by your Pokemon deal 20 damage more to your opponent's active Pokemon EX. So this is Giovanni, but doubled. But it only works against Pokemon EXs, so basically everyone except Rampardos and like Manaphy. This matter, right? Carnivine, Skarmory. but the EXs are going to get this one. So Dialga EX, right? Now you're going to have to think about taking 20 extra damage, which I guess mitigates a cape if you're running a cape. This is going to be a surprise. This is going to suck, but Rampardos is up, is what I'm reading from this, right? Because Rampardos can run this, and then they're not going to get affected by it. Honestly, you don't need it because you already have Lucario and the weakness, but... I think this is a big impact on the game. Are people going to not run EX because of this and the next card I'm going to show? Maybe, probably not, but you know, you never know what's going to happen. During this turn, end the life of any basic Pokemon of your choosing. Yes, indeed. That's like a Yu-Gi-Oh card, or an MTG card. Giratina, Pokemon Lady, and Erica, all in a water energy only Glaceon Leafeon deck. Yep, for sure. Giratina, Pokemon Lady, Erica, Potions, Giant Cape. You can even run Shamans, you can run Wigglytuff, the new one. There you go. Yeah, I think this is a huge card. Ruin the meta Dialga Arceus, yeah. I don't know how to play in rank, guys. Like, I think 18 Trainer is probably the best. Can you use Lucario and Lucario EX in the same deck? Yes, you can, but you can only use 2 Riolus. So that adds like some dimension for your like fighting coach decks, because it gives you an out, right? Because you really don't want to put like your fighting coach into the active. It doesn't deal that much damage. But playing around the new Lucario EX is nice for damage wise. To close out the game. Finally, the last new card is Team Rocket Grunt. Well, not the last new card, but last supporter. Flip a coin until you get tails for each heads. Discard a random energy for your opponent's active Pokemon. So I just found out about this last night. This is nuts. It's like reverse Misty. Kind of evil Misty, if you will. But basically, you have a 50% chance to remove 1 energy from your opponent's active. 25% chance to remove 2, but then you also have like a 50% chance off the rip to do nothing. This is like huge against every deck that doesn't run 1 cost attacks. So like Rampardos, again, another winner here. And then a lot of time, right? 50% chance to just lose 1 energy. I think this is like super effective though against Pokemon that discard an energy. So stuff like Yanmega EX has to discard 1 every time they attack, and then they can't use their attack next turn, right? Mewtwo EX, old Charizard, stuff like that. And also the new Charizard EX gets hit by this pretty hard because they need to play with Stoke in the active, and then they can't play, like they can't attack next turn with the turn energy because they're not gonna have enough if you Team Rocket run at least 1 away. This does help against the 18 trainers, especially Palkia. A lot less than Articuno, but they get it fast. This is honestly more of a buff to 18 trainer, which sucks. I really don't want that to be meta, but it is what it is. Your opponent can never attach energy ever again. Yep. Your opponent instantly concedes if it's heads. Yep. Beedrill's a better crushing hammer. Yeah, I think it's gonna be solid. I don't know if it's gonna be better, but it's gonna be solid. Alright, we covered every new card, I think. Let's go over the arts. Flip a coin if heads, your opponent concedes. Flip a coin if heads, you win the duel. These are all promos. Attack the wound. Okay, yeah, this is new. 100 HP Floatzel evolves from Weasel. It has 1 water energy. For 1 water energy, you deal 10 damage, but if they're already damaged, it deals 60, so 70. So you can run this in like your Greninja deck. Play around with that. 70 damage on 1 water. It's pretty crazy, but it's a stage 1 as well. Electric weakness and then retreat. Yeah, I think this could be really good in like a no EX deck or a no EX tournament. Literally just Bruxus. Yeah, I saw people saying that too. But I think this could be pretty solid. Yeah, I'd watch out for this, especially in like a no EX tournament. In the meta, maybe, but doesn't one-shot Arceus. All right, I think everything else is just art. Palkia Floatzel. Can do. Palmot. This, we already saw this earlier, but cool art. I think everything else is just reprints. Yeah. Right. I'll just run through the art now. Shiny Pachirisu. Cute. Here goes. Shiny Pachirisu. Why aren't you showing? Rocky Helmet deal 40? Yep. Same with Drotagon. Same idea there. Shiny Pink Pachirisu, as illustrated up there. Riolu. Pack drops tonight in about 7 hours from now. Yellow Riolu evolves into Yellow Lucario. Yellow Weedle. We got Green Kakuna. We got 2-star Beedrill. Pretty cool. We got Shiny Beedrill. The Green Stinger. The Green Lantern. Oh, okay. Whoever was asking for the full art Masquerade, it is here. Broke it. Why'd it break? Oh? That's pretty cool. Superhero vibes. Shiny Char. Oh, that's cute. Shiny Charmander. Shiny Charmeleon. This is pretty cool. I like this one. I like this 2-star a lot better than the one I have. The other bezeled Charizard. Shiny. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. This is really nice as well. This looks familiar. Ian, what's up? You're just in time to see the Wiggler. Thanks for stopping by. Popped a Wiggler for you. Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. I got 3 Wigglers for you now. 2-star Wugtrio. What is this, bro? What is this? Thanks for like. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Big yellow fish. That's what they call me in the casinos, guys. The Tom Kench. Full art Tatsugiri. I like that art as well. 2-star. This is sick. This is awesome. Too bad the card kind of sucks. Packs drop in 7 hours from now. That's pretty cool too. Too bad the card kind of sucks. Alright, here's the immersive. And I'll show the animation a bit later, but yeah, they've done a lot better job with the 2-stars recently. The Wigglytuff. Where's that Wigglytuff at? Whoa. That is a big view. Come on. Alright, we're back. Graffiti. That's pretty cool. Tinkaton 2-star. For the Tinkaton fan. And this card is... I think this is one of the coolest arts from the new set. It's pretty sick. Someone said top 5 rainbows. I agree. Why is this a thing? Shiny vacuum. Oh, okay. Okay, this looks pretty cool. I didn't know this got a shiny as well. But I guess you need both to get the full set. That's pretty hard. Set art just the base art? It comes out in 7 hours. Oh, that's pretty cool. The Golden Wave. Chinese TFP Gaming. The Golden Wave. Freaking wacky inflatable man. Yeah, I actually got jump scared. Your cards look cool, yeah. We covered all the abilities earlier. Bro, I actually got jump scared. This guy also looks goofy. It looks like you found him eating cheese at 3 AM. Look at the top of his head. I like all these goofy cards. Goofy Pokemon. Got green Mewtwo. Classic Smash. Promos. Looked up those already. Ooh, full art Sprigatito, nice. Shiny Bicycle. Golden Pokeball. Chase. 2-star Iono. 2-star Nurse. 2-star Red. This one looks cool. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll be playing ranked live on stream pretty much every day from here on out. Once it comes out, we're gonna grind up for the ladder and then play any tournaments we have on Saturdays, Sundays as well. We got that. As always, thanks for watching. Check out my TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts for daily deck lists and news for TCG Pocket, as well as my YouTube channel for full in-depth guides. I put out like an hour and 20-minute long or something ridiculous RCS guide if you want to watch that. I think that deck's still gonna be meta, so a lot of that stuff is still going to apply. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. Keep updated, join our Discord if you're looking for trades, battles, viewer battles, insights, new cards, new news, and all my deck lists are on there as well. So join us there. And yeah, thanks everyone for watching. See you next time, and climb on.